Abusuafo mechiacha mo baabi a wohwe dwumadie edi firi medidi na na chidom hene dwumadie abakosem history 101 na ene enkomo a meni wudie yedi enkomo afa the number 7 anase enson eho sa number 7 anase enson yi in all ancient cultures free tetemere mu nyina no ancient cultures bibiri na aka 7 ofa Christopher Bible no a yesi wonyankopon de dansia na dan toso nson no wo homeye ya abode no na chese the number 7 no comes to play in the Bible no wo behunu say yesi the 7 churches of Asia Minor the 7 trumpets chese the number 7 no is repeated severally in the Bible na eno nene wajibre na mesumani wajibre ni edi mpunimpu e wa bakosem dwumadi so yi mene wo edi ho enkomo na yahwe de enti a the number 7 no na the ancients so fascinated by the number 7 na yehye yedwumadi ase yi mame enkai bibi kakra from the ancient Egyptian wisdom na chese kan tete ho ancient kemet sabi wo mo bebusem na wo munyansasem a wo mo ka na mi kuruchire baako na me kenkan baako de a kire we se me kan a wo kire a the 7 spheres attached to the 7 planets symbolizes 7 principles, 7 different states of matter and spirit, 7 different worlds which each man and each humanity must pass through in their evolution across a solar system. That is the wisdom of the ancient Egyptians. Quantity ancient Egyptians no. Now, Italian adventurer Sabri yewo no 2nd June 1743 ewo Bulgaria ena wono nso Alessandro Cagliostro wono nso ne nsemu a wo ka efa the number 7 ne ho a wo say 7 are the transitions for perfecting the matter. 7 are the transition for perfecting the matter. 7 are the effects that shall complete the philosophical operations. Alessandro Cagliostro enso ensemo a wodi tu dwane. Na say ye hwe the ancient tetefoɔ no a wobɛkɔ baabi te sɛ ancient Greek and as Greece wobɛba kohunu sɛ no omo wo bibi te sɛ the 7 daughters of Atlas. Na just the Pleiades, the constellation Pleiades. Now in the Greek mythology no now the 7 daughters of Atlas and I said the Titan Atlas woni Oceanid na chese ma wo mu no more refer to the constellation of Taurus what you say the Pleiades wo ko wani mu a wo beba ko hunu say the in even in the Egyptian the Greek mythology no now Zeus represented the ancient Egyptian god Amun, which Amun also was worshipped in ancient Libya and any ancient Nubia. What you say? Sample temu nyina because African deity, African mythology, African cosmology. What you say? Na sa enchechire ne sa antetiye na the ancient no den. Ekuremu. Wo ko wanimu a wo ko ba bi te se India. Ubeba ko hunu se Pleiades ya ye ka ho asem and Pleiades na the book of Job e ka ho asem no tia say the book of Job ni nyina e ka ho e din komo about the constellation of Pleiades any Orion no tia say niti the number 7 uko in ancient anase uko India the number 7 umbe se Pleiades no wo mo frɛ no critica what tia say uko Japan the number 7 and I said the Pleiades now is referred to Subaru. Enti car Subaru ni kura no be hunu say openi a ye friend openi a wo yes aka no. Ube hunu say wo stars mako insia a represent openi ne companies mako insia na wo bie ye no. Because the constellation of Taurus Pleiades no stars mako 7 no 6 and they visible with the human eye. What you say? Bakono is not visible. What you say? Bakono is not visible. And on the car Subaru no be who say opening use the 6 stars no on the Subaru representing the Pleiades, now the 6 visible stars in the Pleiades constellation, and I said the Taurus constellation. What you say? Oko in alchemy, there was 7 stages of alchemy. What you say? Calcination, dissolution, separation, conjunction, fermentation, coagulation, distillation. What you say? In the 7 stages of alchemy. Why 7? What you say? There were the 7 hermetic principles. Why the number 7? Then the 7 hermetic principle, the law of mentalism, the law of correspondence, the law of vibration, the law of plurality, the law of rhythm, the law of cause and effect, and the law of gender. Nina Sanema 7 the 7 principles of hermetic and answer thought and answer G2. There was 7 system of symbols. What you say? Numbers, geometrical figures, letters, words, magic, alchemy, astrology. What I say? Why the number 7? 7 rays of light. I didn't think that the number 7 no also in almost every culture, every ancient culture, be the number 7 no also. There was 7 major planet, and I say 7 planets of antiquity. What I say? 7 planets of antiquity, which is the moon, Mercury, Venus, Sun, Mars, Jupiter, and Saturn. What I say? There were the 7 churches of Asia Minor. Say the Bible, no, ye can't no. There were 7 personality types, 7 days of the week. Why the number 7? Even in above Wumukrana, there were the 7 archangels. What I say? There were the 7 metals in antiquity. What I say? The 7 metals represented the 7 planets of antiquities, because that is the energies of the 7 planets. Air calcify na babe na say air solidify. What I say? There were the 7 chakras. What I say? What is the 7 chakras? What I say? Number 7. Why the number 7 is so important in ancient mythology and also ancient cultures? What I say? Neno na sa adie number 7 no. Nimdie one number 7 ne ho no. Quantitative one dey asie because any religion is an emanity no sa nimdie na kwakoye ancient. The name ni wadi mpu ewo abakosem dwumadie ho. Eno ena mene wo eba beboboso na yehuno the pomasi the fise say ye can be from what I read earlier on. Said the ancient Egyptians let me take it again. The ancient Egyptians they say the number 7, the 7 spheres attached to the number 7, not just the number 7 no ewo ekura 7 spheres nkura batanson na sa nkura batanson no the number 7 ekura no tied to the 7 planets. What I say? The number 7 no tied to the 7 planets. Nti echiremu a the planet no symbolizes 7 principles. Not just a 7 no planet 7 no ejina homa 7 principles. And as a sign ejina homa 7 stages of matter and spirit. Not just a matter in this physicality. Everything you see in this physical no is a matter. In the elementary school, you say matter is anything that has weight and occupies space. So everything you see in this physicality no has matter in it. And I say a matter. What I say? The number 7 no a different stage of matter and spirit. And yes, there was 7 worlds. What I say? Which each man must pass through. The energies of the 7, and I said the number 7 no. Now we say a Christopher Bible ne kurano na ye the creation story now. Why the number 7? And then the number 7 na those will be a 7 in one step. Ni actually say said the what as a first as so bibia in this physicality no. Say who person who create anything in this physicality you need the forces. Uhia tumi no a free 7 planets na say energies are free 7 planets nim and na wo dey ayese adwuma no ansan na watimi ayesa creation no create anything in this physicality. sɛ ɛyɛ phone ɛna wopɛ sɛ wo create, sɛ ɛyɛ podcast ɛna wopɛ sɛ wo create, sɛ ɛyɛ aduane na wopɛ sɛ wo no atɔn. Whatever you want to create, you need the number 7. Anything at the number 7 no, very important. There was 7 days of the week, 7 planets, 7 wonders of the ancient. Everything comes in 7, 7, 7, 7, 7, 7, 7, 7. Even Oshakres, even though a dose no, 72,000 nadis and Aokuta. But the main ones na the 7 main chakras. What you say? Into that you were the 7 deadly sins. What you say? Just the number 7, 7, 7, 7. Now I know na say yesha. Ube unu say planets no energy linked to sa energy sa control everything in this physicality. And say ube timia create bibia in this physicality. One. We hear Satan. Anase Satan, the ene namafuo because of religion, your friend ebron somewhere, everything negative, ye di apa question no. Satan age na homa time, ebre time. Satan age na homa discipline. What you say? Satan age na homa discipline. Satan age na homa structure. Anything na on the Saturn planet, no, ubehunu say the Saturn cube. Into everything that you see around you. Now no Saturn, ubehunu say everything you see around you comes in squares and what you say rectangles. What you say it comes in that shapes because of the cube. It is Saturn. It's the first energy you need. Now you need time. Anything that we hear time. Adie bia ube timia yebia na nasa adie bia opese wo yebia no. Sese wo dedicate wo energy anase wo dedicate wo bibia anase wo adagye ede masa ade no. Enti first and foremost your time should be dedicated to ade na wo pese wo create no. Enti first and foremost you need time. Anything na wo hia Satan no, wo hia Satan. What you say? Enye se kona wo ko worship planet na anase ko eye the energies na e was our planet nim no. What do you say? Anything na say you say over a Christopher Bible no a osenkafo ne si bibia den bibia wo ne bre ye wo ebra ye didua ye wo bra ye ditwa ye wo bra ye disu what you say bibia wo ne bre. If we say even in the 7 days of the week no, in every day no and in every hour no, planet ne actually nyina fa a planet ne e rule same ne wo kasa sisi ayi any date August 2nd and I may record the video sisi about 7:09 GMT 7 p.m. which I say and about sisi ya mini wo kasa planet a rule this hour Mercury which I say planet a rule this hour Mercury and so dear etimi ya na say to me I kuta Mercury for communication, for thinking, what you say, for mental alertness, what you say, for speaking, say ye din komo you what you say, for signing papers, so document be assessor was signing, for sign say who email be assessor was sending email paper be assessor was sending as a no sabrina say what you say. Who computer bia what you say gadget bia wo person wo ye ho adwuma say ya person wo ye ho adwuma sabre we na sasa wo ye what you say. This is Mercury's movement what you say Mercury in rule this particular hour. Even the 7 main planets no match hours no 24 hours in a day no afa, whereas o match 7 days ne so aye den afa. It is sabre kura no enka Mercury hour no sabre no na wo otiase wo computer program bi a wo install na wa learn otiase sabre na wo important email bi a wo send otiase sabre otiase na mentally no ye ho adwuma ye adwene ho adwuma otiase enti sa na universe no aye na nhihye ye afa asset everything in motion na ye adwuma enti you need time. One for one that year and call the opposite creating one, you will not be able to create it. And you need Satan, you need time. When you have time, you need discipline. Satan, here discipline. You need discipline. Without discipline, be anyone opposite will create you, we are seeing how we be creating. because when who say ebre we sese me sori na me kokko yes adwuma we anase ebre we sese me kohome ebre we sese me sua ade we ebre we sese me tu sa na mon we a without discipline bibia ni wa obetimi a create in this physicality. And once again you need Satan, you need discipline, you need structure, adwuma no awo ye no you need structure, not even a physical structure kra na de no awo ye no sese wo de niema toto akwan mu ehunu se okay ade me building the foundation me build the foundation ni we am build asese what you say we na ehwe we so we na ehwe ha sei we na eyese amame we be yese what you say you build your structure. Aside those structures no ade na wo building is a physical thing na wo build ya e ade no wo building you have to develop the structure for it. What you say until you have to build a blueprint. Ekwan a wo be fa so design is ade design and everything what you say comes from Satan. So you need Satan in the first place. What you say? Now, you need the moon. What you say? You need the moon. Adentina we hear moon no. We hear bosome because you need to show emotions. What you say? Your emotions now you have to show care. You need to show care. Ade na me ya ade. Ade no ame ya ne kura no fa so be na de beba so. Ade na metimi dia what you say? So you need to show that emotion, you need to show that care. So you need the moon. And son, what to create everything you want to create in this physicality. What you say? You need Mercury. What you say? You need Mercury. You need your intellect. Mercury, ejina homa your intellect. What you say? Full power. Enti na make Mercury hour no sisi ano. Na make say Mercury no adwini mu asem intellect. What you say? It is abre who person create ade no sese wadwene ni emu do sese wadwene ni mu bobe you should be up there thinking what you say wadwene ni sese mu bobe until you need your Mercury energy to be able to create what you say. That is the power of the number 7 and ye di hu komo the entire the number 7 in every ancient culture that the number 7 wo mu fi ndi agoro no eno ho enkomo na me ni wudie. Now we here Mercury because so that me kind and you hear wadwene no sese wadwene no ye sharp we thinking bibia no sese ye ne kwan so ansa na watimi create what you say until you say you have to think outside the box. What you say you need thinking. Then you need Jupiter. What I say you need Jupiter your meaning. What you say the why ade na de ne kura me create adenti na de we sese me create ade we ya me create na de na be ye what you say you need all these things and san na watimi create bibi wahu you need these energies enti ade na me create ade ya me create what you say ade na be ye what you say nsunsan so be na woso you need to ask all these questions and san na de na why den what create why we na failure why sa ade ni nyina wie no you need your Venus. You need your Venus energy. Na Venus no ede na eyama Venus the beauty. What you say? Venus the visual na eba be ka ho what you say? Ade no ameye no say na be ye fafa na se nipa kura use a say na be use na fa how does it feel? What you say so mu a how does what you say? Sa anema no what you say? Na wuhia until you need your Venus. Design you me design here nipa so mu ebe ye ne fe nipa use ebe ye ne fe ebe ye na kono obe how nipa be ye comfortable around it what you say ebe nipa be attracted to it. So you need the Venus energy what you say in it. Then after we use Venus energy no you need the sun what you say because after planning and doing everything you have to take action. Inti Ariano so ebema action. What you say? Ariano is there to give you action and drive. Inti Ariano, the sun energy no will give you your action and your drive. So you need action. Without action and you can't do anything in this physicality. You can't create anything. What you say? You will be a useless consumer. What you say? You won't create anything for anybody. And where you are there bottoms etia wo de beko so obi ni isi ma you can't do anything what you say so you need that when we eno no You need mass. After the wuhia mass. Na mass na dia na eba brema. Mass for protection. What you say? Mass for protection. Enti kwan be na obefa de ade no ameye no. Ebe de na de no mebo ho ban a ade no entimi nsei. E kwan be na me protect ade no. Copyright, trademark. What you say? Sa na ema ni nyina. What di ni nyina na ebe de. You have to protect your creation. What you say? You need the mass energy to protect ade no a creating no. And yes, ade no a creating so one more ho ban a ebe say. Anything na your contractors are your wo ye man mu ha say no. They don't follow these universal principles. What I say, they don't follow the 7, the number 7, the 7 18 ekwan no mo ya ube se isu to ya ni isu abetu afa kwan so because they don't apply mass. So they don't protect the road. And then na wo sin won protect won hwe won survey area ni mu hwe se area ni mu akura ni isu to a hefa na tenefa na nsuo ne kura na etene na ho odin te sen what you say e na menya ade na me protect ade no ma create no said de be ya ebe che ne nkiri manso adahwe na omanya bi aka se contractor ya wo ya ade de wabo ho wa ya ade po ena ameni wuti hoi the Tema motorway Kwame Nkrumah our first president our first prime minister president ena yes ade no ni penso eda so ti ase se wo si wo kọ abakose mu no akọ akọhwe the contractors construct say yina wo de abasobode na be mo but ekwan ya ye constructing ni biara no wudu okra constructor no uti ni din kra wudi na tembo ti ase so you need mass you need to protect it ade na wo ye say de be ya obi nwra enwia until you have to protect the right copyright trademark everything what you say so you need mass energy and sana wo dia protect this ade it is our planet mako 7 that is what it represents say you cast 7 days for creation so nyankopon you say 6 days and what this 7 days every rest ya ejina homa the constellation of Taurus the number 7 in the Pleiades stars no once when nyankopon ebo ade no 7 days we use 6 days and at the number 7 or the home here it will be in the Taurus constellation and another the Pleiades no stars no mako 6 and a visible one no hidden because the one no representing the sleeping and answer the rest day 6 no for the working day it you person we hear juma and as you person create anything in this physicality you need the number 7 it is why the ancient no quantitative one now that omo so fascinated with the number 7 no the number 7 no enunti na Bible no eka ho asem enunti na quantitative no de wo frɛ wo ma bosomsomfo ano omu nim nyansa no wo mo so eka ho asem a wo de 7 no adwuma eti ene ne kamfo ama so wo pese wo pese wo create anything in this physicality you have to go by the principles of these 7 main energies really this planet called Earth and that's what energy influence whatever that goes on this planet no what I say in the first you need the planet Saturn for time discipline and structure ube here moon no for emotion and care ube here Mercury no for intellect and mind power what I say ube here Jupiter for meaning why you are creating what you are creating what I say ube here Venus for beauty, the design, no, send and crofo you so ade on be feel what you say. You will need a Riano, the sun for drive. What you say, you will need a Riano for action because at the end of we design, you have to take action and do the thing. Why you dealing in every you need mass because you have to protect what you have created. And yes, at the end of say we yana essay, will be intimate you so at the end enjoy near the abaso body at the amount. Me did na nechidom hine name ni wedding komo afa the number 7 the entire the number 7 appears in almost every ancient culture including even the Bible no and when I'm not breaking it down e dey amo ati ase make sure say like subscribe share na ye koso e di dwumadi no bebre e dey abro me did na nechidom hine dwumadi e abakosem e history 101 obo ade tumi kase no enka mo ho nananom abosom nananom tumi enka mo ho oso tumi ene honhom ati dipaduanom ɛma wo nipadua no ne wo kra ne ho ban na baabi a wohwehwɛ no wate asefo asase nso wo nsa enka ɔdɔm akoma nka ho makrakra mo bye bye